Life is a shadow that walks. Shakespeare wrote that line centuries ago, but it could have been written by anyone who has ever stared at the ceiling at 3:47 a.m., awake for no reason, asking questions that have no audience, questions that echo into the dark and return unchanged. What am I doing here? Why this body? Why this time? Why anything at all? We are born mid-scene. The play was already running before we arrived, and it will keep going long after we leave. There is no official script, no director, no hidden narrator waiting to explain things at the end. And that realization is not new. From the moment early humans looked up at the night sky and understood, even vaguely, that the stars were not decorations made for them, something broke inside us. The universe was already old, already vast, already indifferent, and we were small, fragile, temporary animals standing on wet ground, surrounded by predators, disease, hunger, and mystery. That awareness hurt, so we did what conscious creatures always do when reality becomes unbearable. We invented meaning. We told stories about gods watching us. We created rituals to negotiate with chaos. We imagined moral systems carved into the structure of existence itself. We pretended the universe was paying attention, because awareness without narrative is heavy, and silence is terrifying. But now we know more, and somehow, that knowledge made everything worse. Modern science did not arrive to comfort us. It arrived to describe reality accurately. And reality, as it turns out, is cold. Stars do not shine for us. They burn because physics demands it. Galaxies do not spin with intention. They obey gravity without thought. The universe has no center, and we are not even close to being near whatever could be called one. We live on a damp rock orbiting a very average star, in a very unremarkable arm of a very ordinary galaxy, which itself is one of hundreds of billions. And even that number barely scratches the surface. Most of existence is empty space. Most of time is silence. Most of matter will never think, feel, love, or suffer. And the universe will not notice when we disappear. That is not poetry. That is a fact. And yet, despite knowing this, we care deeply about everything. About careers that will vanish, about online approval from strangers who will forget us, about old mistakes no one remembers, about futures that statistically will never happen. We carry an unbearable amount of importance on our backs in a universe that assigns importance to nothing. This is where nihilism enters the room, and this is where most people panic. The first reaction to nihilism is almost always fear. Fear of being irrelevant, fear of wasting your life, fear of realizing that death is permanent, and that before birth there was the same nothingness waiting. This fear is not a moral failure. It is psychological. The human brain did not evolve to comprehend infinity. It evolved to keep a soft animal alive long enough to reproduce. So it creates meaning even when none exists. It stitches patterns where there are only coincidences. It assigns intention to randomness, because randomness feels hostile. That is why we see signs everywhere, why we believe days have energy, why we think suffering must have a reason, why we desperately want pain to be meaningful. We are symbolic animals. Without symbols, life feels flat. Without narrative, identity collapses. And when traditional religion began to lose its grip, something crucial happened. We did not lose God. We lost structure. And into that vacuum rushed anxiety. Now we must invent meaning constantly. We must justify our existence daily. We must be productive, fulfilled, happy, successful, improving, healing, evolving. Every moment must count. Every choice must lead somewhere. Every life must become a story worth telling. And that pressure is crushing. Burnout, depression, chronic guilt, the quiet feeling that you are always behind, always failing, always wasting something invisible but precious. The universe does not care, but you care too much. Most people misunderstand nihilism. They think nothing matters means nothing is worth doing. They imagine apathy, destruction, or despair. That is weak nihilism, the nihilism of collapse. But there is another kind, a harder kind, a quieter kind, a nihilism that looks into the abyss and does not flinch. If nothing matters objectively, then nothing is demanded of you by the universe. No cosmic scoreboard, no metaphysical obligation, no final exam. And that changes everything. If meaning is not given, it can be chosen. If values are not absolute, they can be created. If there is no ultimate purpose, then failure loses its cosmic weight. This is optimistic nihilism, not cheerful, not naive, but deeply liberating. It does not say life is good. It says life is open. From a scientific perspective, your existence is absurd. You are the result of billions of years of random mutation, extinction, catastrophic failure, and blind physical laws aligning just enough for matter to briefly wake up. Your thoughts are electrical patterns. Your emotions are chemical storms. Your identity is a fragile narrative stitched together by memory. And none of it was planned. You are not special in a cosmic sense, but you are rare. Consciousness is not guaranteed. It flickers. It disappears easily. Most of the universe will never experience itself. You do. And that does not give life meaning. It gives it texture. There will be no replay, no eternal archive, no final judgment. So why live as if you are constantly being evaluated? Most suffering does not come from reality. It comes from expectations. Social norms are useful fictions, agreements that help groups function. But they are still stories. You are not obligated to live inside every story you inherit. You do not owe your life to roles that exhaust you. You do not need to perform meaning for an audience that does not exist. If nothing has inherent meaning, then no system has inherent authority over your inner life. This is not rebellion. It is clarity. Most guilt comes from the belief that someone is watching. A god, a society, an ideal version of yourself. But when you strip it down, there is no cosmic judge. The universe does not punish you for resting. It does not reward you for suffering. It does not care if you fail quietly. The weight you feel is internal, learned, conditioned, and it can be set down. So what matters? Nothing matters in the eternal sense. And because of that, things can matter temporarily. You love because you choose to. You care because it feels better than indifference. You help because connection hurts less than isolation. Not because the universe demands it, but because you are here. Meaning is not discovered. It is practiced. Optimistic nihilism does not tell you to abandon life. It tells you to abandon despair. It suggests, feel what is real now. Drop weights that were never yours. Accept that there is no script. Create small joys without justification. Notice beauty without mythologizing it. Stop trying to win existence. Help when you want to, not when you feel obligated. Value things because they end. This does not make you careless. It makes you honest. Everything will disappear. You, me, this planet, this star, this galaxy, all of it. And that is not tragic. It is what makes each moment singular. Every laugh, every mistake, every quiet meal, every ordinary morning filled with irritation and coffee and unfinished thoughts. Life is precious because it is temporary, beautiful because it is fragile, light because it does not last. No one will remember you in 1 billion years. And that is freedom. Live, feel, choose. Create meaning without pretending it is eternal. In the end, there is only silence. And until it arrives, you are allowed to sing. Nothing here is permanent. Not you, not me. not this moment. And yet, you're here, listening, feeling something shift, even slightly. That matters, not to the universe, but to us. This channel exists in that quiet space where meaning isn't given, only chosen. Every video is an attempt to sit with the absurd instead of running from it. If that resonates, then you already belong here. If you want to go deeper, becoming a channel member is a way to stay closer. More reflections, more silence, more honesty without filters. And if a thought here helped you breathe a little easier, super thanks is a simple way to give something back. But listen carefully. Just watching, staying until the end, sharing with someone who needs it. That already helps more than you think. Nothing is required. Everything is appreciated.